Thanks for being here. As we get into today's interrogation, I'm going to do something different today. I'm not going to tell you what the crime is about ahead of time. Don't worry. The evidence will come out on the table, and we're going to hear the evidence as the suspect is confronted with it. Let's get into it.
Hey, how you doing today, Alta?
I'm all right.
I'm Andrea, and this is my partner, Jake. There's a couple things we have to do before we get started, okay? You have to read your rights because you're in a police facility, okay?
The rights are read.
Do you understand your rights? Okay, can you sign it right here? Oh, you're right-handed. Okay, we're gonna push it over there. Excuse me. Ooh. That is not ladylike. Thank you. And then I'm gonna sign it, and my partner's gonna witness it, okay? Put that right there.
All right, so before we got you down here, we reached out to your parole officer and talked to them a little bit because we were trying to find you to talk to you about there was a shooting over on the other night, and one of the victims in there, I believe you knew them. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, what you talking about?
You don't know who was shot over?
No, somebody was shot over Williams Point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a girl shot over there. Have you, do you know that girl?
Yeah.
Who is that?
My ex-girlfriend.
That's your ex-girlfriend? What's her real name? Do you call her anything else, like any other nickname or anything?
T.
T, okay. How long were you guys together?
Off and on since 2014.
Okay. You guys have any issues, anything like that?
Nah.
Nothing? You know that lady? Who's that?
Somebody we was staying with.
You and her? Who, you and were staying with? Okay. How long have you guys been staying with her?
Off and on for a couple months. Well, we wasn't staying there. We just come over there. Yeah.
Okay, I get it. When's the last time that you stayed there?
Well, the other night I left around 11.
What other night? What night was that?
I don't know, Tuesday.
Okay. So like maybe around like Tuesday, you left around 11?
Tuesday, yes.
Okay.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday. Have you been back there since?
No.
No. Did you ever keep stuff there? Any clothes or anything?
No.
Okay. How about the two people, the pictures I just showed you? When's the last time you talked to them?
Last time I talked to them?
Mm-hmm. Either one of them.
Well, when I left, that's the last time I seen them.
On Tuesday? Okay. And did you just left out the door and haven't talked to him since?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any particular reason why?
Well, I was going somewhere else over another girl.
Okay. But I mean, today is Sunday. Saturday, I guess. All day Saturday. Haven't talked to her since Tuesday?
No.
So no phone calls, no nothing?
Well, I called her, was it yesterday? I called her several times.
Called her several times? Okay. Did you know the other lady's name?
No.
No. How did you know her? Like enough that you were staying at her house, or did she let you stay there?
How did I know her? Well, from the community.
Just from the community, but you didn't know her name or anything?
No.
Okay. And how long have you been just kind of crashing over there?
Well, I don't know, probably this week or a couple weeks ago.
Just a couple weeks. Not very long.
Well, me and T only been sitting over there this week.
Just this week. Okay. So you're sitting over there beginning of the week. You think you left on Tuesday or Wednesday. Was there anything particular? You just decided to get up and leave and go to another girl's house?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that girl's name?
I don't know her name.
Okay. Where's she stay at?
Downtown.
You know where at downtown?
I don't know the address.
How about what street?
I don't know the street.
You just know how to get there?
Yeah.
How about you describe the building? What floor did you stay on?
3rd floor.
3rd floor? You know which apartment when you got up on the 3rd floor?
What apartment?
Mm-hmm. Like when you got up to the top of the steps on the 3rd floor. You seem to be like a directional person, like not real big on like numbers and stuff.
Well, I was an LD all of my life.
Okay, well that makes sense why you'd be good with directions and not like great at remembering numbers. So what do you think? You get to the top of the 3rd floor, you go left or right?
To the right. I mean to the left.
Okay, so you go to the left, and how far down do you think you go? How many
When you
apartments
go up
down?
the steps, right there to the left.
Okay. You don't know her name?
Nah.
All right, now how many of y'all done had a relationship like that? You don't know his or her name, you just go over there?
What'd you call her?
Shorty.
You just called her Shorty?
Yeah.
Okay. And you think that you went straight over there that night?
Yeah.
Okay, and you don't know which building? It's right on the corner?
Right. One of that,
13th?
Yeah.
Would you be on the side closer to street or the side closer to street?
This side.
The south part of this building right here?
Yeah.
On the 3rd floor?
Yeah. But when you go in, it's like, it ain't on the corner.
Okay.
It's the entranceway. If you go to the building.
I'm very familiar with these buildings. I worked over there for years. That's why when you're saying the 3rd floor, these don't have 3 floors.
Well, man, I'm just thinking about the street then.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where. I'm trying to help you remember which one, because if it's 13th and Walnut in the southeast corner, that's not a 3-story building there.
That's not a 3-story building? Mm-hmm. How many floors are there?
Those are all townhouses right there.
Townhouses?
Yes, sir.
That's an apartment building.
You're thinking of maybe the other corner. That's a big apartment building.
Before you get, what you talking about, 14?
No, 13th, but on the other side, like on the street side, there's a big apartment building there. I don't know. It could,
right.
That could be, if that's the one you're talking about, maybe. You got a phone number for that girl?
Yeah.
Is it in your phone?
Yeah.
Do you have your phone on you?
No.
Where's your phone at?
In the car.
With your sisters?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sorry, you may have said it. Maybe I missed it. We've been working all day, so I'm sorry if I missed it, and I hate making you repeat yourself. You said you haven't talked to T, or you did call her?
Yeah, I called her several times.
Did she answer? You talked to her?
No.
No text messages or nothing?
No.
Okay. So your sisters brought you down here and told you needed to come down here. They didn't tell you why. They just brought you.
Yeah, they said y'all wanted to talk to me.
Mm-hmm. They didn't tell you about what?
No, they just said you need to go down there and talk to them. Well, my other sister said that she went over to T Mama house looking for us, and she said that her mama was upset. Said she been calling her daughter and she ain't been answering. And yeah, I forgot about that too. Her aunt texted me the other day and said, tell T to call her mama.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. What did you say back to her? I mean, did you tell her, hey, I haven't seen her, or?
Nah, I ain't even text her back.
Let's see. Let's see if you recognize.
What?
Do you recognize that phone?
Yeah.
Whose phone is that?
The old ladies.
That's the old lady's phone? Let's see here. Sorry about that. When the last time you were over here, did you notice that this screen was out on the back window?
No.
Didn't notice that?
No.
How about this here on the counter? You ever notice that spot right there?
What is it?
Can you see those marks right here?
Footprint?
Yeah. Did you notice that before? It's on the counter going out that window?
No.
Yeah. Never seen that before? Does it look familiar? Like the pattern, does that look familiar to you? It's a pretty famous shoe.
What kind of shoe is it?
What kind do you think? I'm not a shoe guy.
You ain't?
Nope, man. I wear dress shoes. I don't have very many gym shoes. Just workout stuff. I buy the cheap ones, man, whatever I can wear.
He's chuckling a little bit, having a little bit of a good time. But if you knew how many bodies were involved in this case, you might look at him a little bit different.
Don't make any?
What?
Don't know what they are? I'm asking if you're a shoe guy. I don't know.
Nah, I can't tell impressions.
You know, what do you got on right now?
These Jordan.
Jordans? Is that the same as Air Force Ones? Jordans, Air Force Ones, are they different shoes? I don't know.
Nah.
Different types?
Yeah, they different shoes.
Okay. You know this guy?
Nah, who was that?
You ever seen him before?
No.
Okay. He may be nobody. I don't know. I was just seeing if you knew who he was. So the night you leave, was there anything specific you remember that night? Because during the week, do you remember that was before the big giant storms or after the big giant storms when you left?
It was the night of the big giant storm.
That was the night you left? You think you left at 11?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you were at the other girl's house by what time, you think?
I don't know, probably around 1.
About 1 o'clock? Okay. And did you have your phone at that time, or did you leave it at the old lady's house?
Nah, I had it with
Springs. You had it with you? Okay, good. Then we should be able to pinpoint that as it moves. That'll help us figure out which building you went to. You know, I think it's weird that we've been sitting here, and you know what we do. And I asked you about a shooting, and I've asked you about your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend, this old lady that you knew where you were staying, and you still haven't asked me anything about what's going on or what we think happened.
Oh, I should have asked you what's going on.
I'm
You just tell me what was going on. People
I'm
got
just
shot.
curious. Right. But you still act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Who do you think got shot?
Right. Who do you think? Who got shot?
Okay, well that's good. We're making progress because I was kind of surprised that you had an essay. It was almost like you already knew who had been shot. That's why, so then I thought maybe you had something you wanted to tell me.
Are you shot? Nothing.
So that person was shot there, and this person is shot. And those 2 people are dead. And that's what we're investigating. So what my hope was, since I know you know these 2 people, you were staying with these 2 people, the last person that was seen with either one of them alive is you. I was kind of hoping you can help me fill in the blanks moving forward.
I was seen with her alive.
At that house, yeah?
Who seen me at her house alive?
That's not for you to know right now, man. I'm just telling you.
Let's take me to the justice. Book me or release me.
Oh, you've been charged with 4 murders right now.
4?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
That's not funny to me. I just don't understand. I mean, it's like that's not funny. I mean, the 4 murders is 1, 2. So after the big old storm, what day was that?
That was Wednesday.
To Thursday morning.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you left at 11 p.m. You left at 11. Let me go back. You left at 11 p.m. You said before it was Tuesday or Thursday, so we can say it was Wednesday, definitely. Because at 11.
Since I've been charged, just take me to justice. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Well, here's the deal. She's going to finish what she's saying, and I understand that you don't want you don't want to hear it, but let us finish, okay? We're trying to be respectful. Mm-hmm. We're trying to do this, so let's not go down like let's just do the job that we got to do. Will you let us finish it up, please, and just let her explain? I get why you don't want to hear any more of this, but we got a job to do, so don't take it personally, okay? Is that okay if we finish? I appreciate it, man, and then we'll get you out of here.
Now, you see the video ain't ending right away. That's some good detective work. My man is a good detective, doggone, because the video should have ended right there. And no, we got a ways to go, man.
Okay, so you said 11 o'clock. Was it 11? I just want 11. Was it 11 p.m. or 11 a.m.?
p.m.
Okay. And that was Wednesday. So And you said you went when you went downtown, so that would be Wednesday to Thursday morning. Was that Thursday morning?
Mm-hmm.
Thursday morning. How long did you stay at Shorty's house?
To the morning.
What time did you leave Shorty's house?
Probably like 6 or 7.
Describe Shorty for me.
Short, brown skin, about 150 pounds.
All right, my boy over at the Working Man Podcast. Calm down, my man. I know that's your type, dog. Calm down.
Thick.
Yeah, 150 pounds.
How many kids she got? Does she have any kids?
I'm through answering questions.
Okay. But I'm gonna show you something. You don't mind if I show you something? Okay.
Well, if that's this case, that's one thick file.
Is this you?
Yeah. I ain't gonna run out with it. Hey, see my handsome face?
Yeah. What kind of shoes do you have on right there? It's not those. What's that symbol?
What is it?
You know what that is. Come
What
on.
is
You know
it?
shoes. You know those Jordans. I ain't never seen them kind of Jordans, but what are those?
You tell me.
I don't know. That's why I asked you. I didn't know that was Jordans. I'm not a gym shoe person, but when I look down, oh, that's a Jordan. But I'm pretty sure somebody that is a gym shoe person can
Tell you.
Mm-hmm. So, where was you at on that picture?
You don't know?
Yeah, I know. Trust me, if I asked you a question, I know the answer to.
Right.
So, therefore, where was you at on that picture? Because I got a picture of you. I had to know where you are to get the picture.
Right.
So, where were you at on that picture?
The end town.
Mm-hmm. So, how long were you in there?
Don't you got me leaving?
Actually, yes. So, why did you go back out the front door?
Why I go back out the front?
Why didn't you?
Now, I don't know protocol of interrogations. I mean, most of us don't know what's going on really deep inside the police department, but I would think somebody's monitoring the interrogation. Shouldn't somebody have told him to stay the hell out? I mean, here's a dude that didn't want to talk anymore, and she's wrapping it up. He's flirting with her, and she's getting him to talk. And dude comes back in the room. Like, dude, just stay out. Let them just do what they're doing, right?
I did.
No, you know you didn't. You didn't answer my question.
I tell him to answer a question.
Okay. But that is you that I showed you.
Yeah. You know.
And you don't remember what kind of shoes those are. But they're not those.
Those aren't.
Yeah. They're not those. Nope. They look a lot different. You already done answering questions?
Yes, ma'am.
He just...
I just, it's not even related to like what happened or anything like that. I'm just curious as a couple of things just for my own personal. So these incidents are connected and we know the same person did all of them. My thought would be, so what, you're 42? You've been around a while. Someone do all these crimes like this, what do you think should happen to that type of person?
I guess you either lethal injection or electric chair.
Are you a fan of the death penalty? Like you're a proponent?
Yeah.
See, I'm not. I've never been a death opponent.
Is that why you asked me why they still have the...
Electric chair?
Mm-hmm. He asked me that when you left.
Yeah. No, I believe it's lethal injection, but they don't really do. There's not many cases that get all the way to that point. They just sit on appeals forever and ever and ever. But I'm not really sure I believe it.
Hey, I've been at the front of the line.
Why would they want to put you at the front of the line?
I'm tired of this life.
Of being here? Like running in the streets?
Exactly.
Yeah. It probably gets old after a while. I mean, it takes a toll. I mean, your eyes are all bloodshot. I can see it, man. You look worn down.
Yeah.
What is it specifically about this life that you just tired of, man?
Because kindness is a weakness. And when you be a nice person, people treat you like shit.
I actually tend to agree with you on that, man. That happens a lot, unfortunately. And it keeps happening, and keeps happening, and keeps happening. really builds on a person, man. And
Right.
sometimes all it takes is that last little straw. It might be something small, and that's where the old saying comes from: break a camel's back, right?
The what?
The straw break the camel's back.
Right.
Push you.
It's just that it could be something little. Maybe all these big things that have happened to somebody their entire life, and then all of a sudden that little thing, and that freaking dynamite go boom.
Right.
You know. And I've looked over your history a little bit before all this, and I didn't see like a major explosion anywhere. And I'm just curious, as a man and a person, what was it that made it go boom, man? I mean, because it went boom in a big way. This is a mess, man. I mean, there's no other way. I'm not trying to joke with. I'm not trying to.
Right,
I'm not
right.
trying to tease you or make light of this, but something happened that made it went from your record doesn't look like this. I mean, there's stuff on there, but it doesn't look like this.
This is what crime psychology is all about. I mean, notice how he doesn't want to talk about the murders themselves, but he has no problem talking about the background, the stress of life, and tired of this world and all this and that. It's crazy. I wonder exactly what made this dude flip. 4 murders. 4.
This is somebody screaming, I want out. I want to be done, and I'm going out. And it's almost like you were trying to force people in our situation to make it.
My car.
I was worried about that. I'll be honest. I was worried that the person that was responsible for this would make that decision. But what made you snap? What is it that lit the dynamite? What lit that fuse? It's got to be something specific, and I'm betting it's something that you can't even believe lit the fuse, and that's why it's got me curious.
Who took your kindness for weakness?
Everybody in my life.
I mean, your sisters seem to have your back.
Right, but I'm just saying, everybody's, but not my family. People,
Yeah.
period. People in general.
I'm guessing she took a lot of kindness from you and didn't treat you the way you thought it should have been given back to you, did she?
Basically.
She's stepping out on you? I don't know. I'm asking.
I ain't did nothing. I'm an innocent man.
Well, see, you bounce around a lot between.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's just dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was, like everybody said when I first started messing with her. You know what I mean?
It looks like she gave
She
it.
a hoe, so how you gonna make, like my dude told me.
Yeah.
Like, she saw my dick for a ride downtown. How you gonna make that your girl? Like, and then everybody was just telling me, like, how you gonna make that your girl? Because, so I brought it on myself, basically.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe,
You know what
maybe
I
I see
mean?
where you're coming from. Like, you might have some responsibility in that aspect. Like, maybe she just wasn't that girlfriend type material. You know,
Right.
she
That's
just-
what it
maybe
made
she
me
didn't want to
feel.
live that life. She didn't want to
Right. Right. You know, people play both sides of the story.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, why would you try to hold on to me if you want to be this way? Like, you know what I mean?
Playing with your emotions.
Right.
So you was ready to kind of settle down with her, and she just wasn't.
It wasn't even that, cause,
Or was it just straight disrespectful? Like,
huh?
or was it just straight disrespect? Like, she just did something that you just was somebody that she shouldn't have. You know what I mean? Like, she do something with one of your boys or somebody you know or something like that got you.
Nah, I don't know nothing about that. It's just, oh yeah. When I went to jail, shit, and I got out, she told me she put a bunch of people that was my boy, but I accepted that like a dumbass. Like, and stay.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to overrule the heart. Bring you to
Yeah.
somebody.
And then outside of the heart and all that, it's just that it was sexual. It wasn't really because I was telling Ramon, she treated me like shit. You know what I mean? In front of other people. You know what I mean?
Talk down to you. It's degrading, man. It ain't
Exactly.
fun when somebody does that to you.
Right. That's why everybody's like, "What the fuck is you doing?" One, she a hoe. And two, she don't even respect you. Like.
So what was it, man? What did she say? What's the meanest thing she's ever said to you? Just the downright nastiest, meanest thing.
Like we was at her mama house one day, and she said, "I'll make you cry." Like, And when we was at my sister's house, she was telling me like how they used to run train on her in the bathroom at work and stuff. Like,
And she's telling you that?
right, just to hurt my feelings.
Trying to hurt
Like,
your feelings.
think how I feel about her. Like,
Yeah. So
dumb shit
what did she say in front of Miss that just,
in front of me.
that's the old lady's name?
Mm-hmm.
What did y'all call her? I mean, you stayed with her. You said you stayed with her for about a
That
week.
was-
What
that
y'all
was a-
call her?
What did I ain't call her nothing.
No, I'm just saying that.
I mean, like, what nickname?
I ain't never said her name. Like,
Oh, okay.
I ain't never asked her name or. When
Y'all have to pay to stay in her house?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can give her like $10 a day.
Was she on them stuff? Was she on?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I met her actually.
Okay.
She was trying to sell her food stamps before they hit the card.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave her something till they hit the card. You know what I mean?
You hit the card.
Before your food stamp hit the card.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, before they was, her food stamps came every month on the 20th.
Okay.
So that night when you left out to go to Shorty's house, well, obviously that's, you guys got into it and you left because you're not just leaving one girl that you're already laid up with to go to a different one. So you guys got into it before you left. What?
See, now you trying to get out.
I want to know what
motive. Shit.
I just want to know what happened, man. What was the fight about? She said some terrible freaking things to you. I mean, what kind of woman says I'm going to make a grown man cry in front
And
of
she
people?
stabbed you
She
before
said,
too.
huh?
And she stabbed you before too.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
We just got into it at the hotel. She was beating me up for no reason. She
What hotel? How long ago was this?
The detective called me. I know y'all know about that too. I was trying to press charges on her.
Oh, was that okay? I saw the reports on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but physical things are one thing, right?
Hey, she was attacking me and acting dumb.
Right, but I.
Tell me, I hate you. I said, what you hate me for?
Yeah,
I love you.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, people fight for
You
some
love
of this.
her?
No,
That's fine.
it was more lust than love for real.
Okay.
But to get somebody really mad, somebody can hit you, and maybe a person defends himself. But to get really mad, it's normally somebody saying something.
Right.
Normally, because that,
Right.
especially, and no offense, but especially a woman can cut deep when they want to cut. You know, another man, somebody, even a woman hitting you, you can take that. But a woman can cut deep. When she wants to cut you down to size, she can cut you down to size. And I'm just curious, what did she say that cut you down to size? It had to be something. There has to be something that she said. I don't buy that anything crazy could happen without her setting that fuse.
Without her setting that fuse.
Yeah, it has to be. I don't understand. It doesn't just go from 0 to 100. It has to be something.
From 0 to 100. All right, I want to know the truth.
Yes.
I always want to know the truth. That's the only part of my job. It's just getting the truth of what happened in any situation.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know what she said to you.
What's the truth?
Let's go to the judge. I don't even want to.
I promise we'll get you there.
Not true.
I'm not
I
kidding.
promise we'll get you there.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to give you a hard time. I promise, man.
Right.
I just want to know what.
Y'all gonna take me or they gonna take me?
Well, the guys in the uniforms will take it. They
I will
got
tell
the
you.
cruiser.
I tell you the truth. If you take me,
You want us to ride over there with you?
yeah, no, I want y'all to take me.
Well, we got to take it by procedure. We got to take it in a police car.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would. It won't bother me.
So you go home afterwards.
Well, yeah, I'm going to go home when I'm done. But you know, honestly, the truth is, it's the only reason we do this job.
Hold on. How long you sit on death row before you get killed?
Oh, I don't know, man. There's all kinds of stuff that goes on. Well, there's very, very little states that even follow through on an execution on death row. Very few. It hardly ever happens. You always see it in the news when it does. That's why how rare it is. I think maybe Georgia just executed somebody, and he had been on death row forever.
So how long you think you should do?
Shit, I'm gonna go to the front of the line.
Well, not you personally. Hey, man, we don't want you to end.
But why would you be at the front of the line?
We don't want you to end. Yeah, that's.
I'm just tired of life.
Huh? You tired of life?
I shouldn't have motherfucking let me talk me out of it. I should have side by cop.
Yeah, but then you're dumping your problems on somebody else. You know what I mean?
How I'm done my problem on somebody
Because
else?
if that policeman, whoever shoots you, then they got to live with the fact they shot you.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, they were just doing their motherfucking job.
And that's how we would explain to them. I still don't take away that feeling. You know, human beings, we're conditioned not to do that type of thing. So there's a certain way we feel about it after the fact. You know,
if your life threatened, you
got to respond and defend yourself. I totally agree, but that doesn't mean later that you're not going to have you're going to have misgivings about it and you're going to feel bad. I see it all the time. We investigate the police shootings here. I see guys that are messed up for a long time after they shoot somebody and they were totally justified. So I got to imagine somebody, you know, that's starting to doubt in any situation, the weight of that on somebody's shoulders has got to be unfathomable. Like I just couldn't even imagine.
So you mean they ain't even fucking executing people? Because when I was at Luke, they was executing people.
They do. It's just few and far between, man. It's a process, and there's all kinds of stages to it. And I got to be honest, like you ask a lot of questions about it. It's almost like you're kind of excited thinking about it.
I told I'm tired of life. I'm ready to go.
Well, I know, but is it because you're tired of life, or is it because you don't want to sit and get punished for everything?
Sit and get punished. What you mean by that?
Well, sitting in a cell is punishment, man. That might be worse. That might be worse than dying. Having somebody sitting until the end. I mean, you could live 40, 50 years sitting in a cell.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I mean, and so I'm asking: are you saying that you want to get to the front of the line death row because you want to get done with your life, or because you don't want to sit in a cell for 50 years?
Combination of both.
And I get that. That's a good answer. That's a really good answer. I mean, I don't blame you. Nobody wants to sit. I mean, that cell probably not even as big as this room that we're in right now, and you know that's a long time. So I understand where you're coming from, but I mean, at this point, dude, on one hand you're telling me you're tired of life and all this, but on the other side you're saying you didn't do anything and you act like you didn't know anything about this stuff. And I mean, we all kind of know already. And I feel like there's this little speed bump here that we just want to roll over.
You got to slow down for the speed bump.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. We're creeping up to it here. It's almost like the school bus. You know, you got to go over it real slow so nobody bumps their head. But
we always hear about detectives that tell suspects, "Man, you got to get this off your chest. You don't want to have this on your conscience. You need to talk about this." But I think this is the first time I've actually seen somebody who really needs to talk about it. It's almost like he wants to talk about it.
You know, I'm not sure how I could describe that. And I guess that's why I'm just so curious about what set it off. I just don't.
Yeah.
What set it off?
Yeah.
They told me a long time ago, your mouth will get you killed.
And that's why I said, what did she say?
Choose your words wisely.
I agree with you. And what words weren't chosen wisely? There has to be something that was that one thing that you just don't want said.
Right.
Yeah.
And she knew what button to go.
Right, that's what she said. I'll make her cry. That was at her mama's house.
Yeah,
But she said in front of people, didn't she?
Her mama had just left.
Okay.
She obviously knew the button and what to push and what to say to you. And she finally found that one that you just couldn't come back from. And I'm just curious what all this other shit. She stabbed you, you guys fight all the time, all this, and it just finally was too much. What was it that was too much?
Well, bottom line is I should have never got back with her anyway.
I mean, looking back and, you know, using 20/20 vision and looking backwards, I would say that's true, but that still doesn't explain what it was that made you.
What you want me to admit to it? I'm already got.
I want you to just tell me what she said. That's it. I want to know what that worst thing was. What could not be taken back and forgiven. I just want to know what that was. Is it too hurtful to say it again?
Nah, it wasn't too hurtful. It was.
I'm curious. Did she challenge? I mean, did she challenge your manhood? What did she say, man? Out of all this
Alright,
stuff.
she gotta step out.
I gotta step out.
No, I'm just playing. She trying to challenge your
Okay,
man.
I
Step out.
I'm just playing.
Okay.
She had to say something terrible because of all the other stuff that you two have been through, and this was it. What was it?
I'll step out. You want me to? You want me here?
What was it?
What was it? Come on, man. I want to be persistent. I want to know. Now,
he don't want me to know because he keep
It ain't
looking.
that I
mean, I don't-
don't.
Okay, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable.
Right, I understand.
Okay. You want me to step out? Yeah, I'm gonna step out because you look like step out. I'm gonna step out. Just let me know when I can come back since it's a male conversation.
come on, dude. What did she say about you? Come on, cards on the table.
What did she say?
What did she say? What did she challenge you on? What? I mean, what? This is a woman who has plunged a knife into you, and that didn't make you. That didn't set the dynamite off.
Right.
What in the heck happened that set this all off?
You know what? I fucked up. I should have said book me on release from the beginning. But
Hey, we're all past that. You can't leave me hanging like this. Come on. All the work I've been doing today, and really all it comes down to is I just want to know the truth. I want to know what it was.
I don't know. I was watching Shotters.
What was it called?
Shotters, you ever seen that?
A TV show?
No, it's a movie.
Oh no.
And they
Was it-
doing so much killing in the movie, like, I'm like, is that easy?
Sometimes that tricks on people's minds, man. I mean, they see that kind of violence. There still had to be a starting point.
Well, I was about to say hell hurt, but this thing like hell. Yeah.
What'd you guys fight about? What were you fighting about?
I mean, the cake is actually baked, so all we gotta do is get the dessert, huh? I don't even want to talk about it no more. I shouldn't have ever started talking. I should have just said take me to dinner.
Well, you don't have to talk about any of the follow-up. I just want to know what started it. I don't need. You don't got to talk about that other stuff. That stuff might be too hard to talk about, and I understand. I've been around here a long time.
Well, her mama witnessed to this and her stepfather. And she said she was going to get me killed. She said she was going to get me shot in the head.
Mm-hmm.
That was before we got back together. And
Did she come after you the other night? Did she physically come after you?
she wouldn't let me leave.
Okay. Did she put hands on you?
Nah.
She just like blocking your way out, or?
Nah. I'm be quiet.
Well, I mean, I'm curious. I mean, if she did something bad enough and it started this all off, it might not. It might make a difference in how people look at you. To be honest with you, does that not bother you? I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about like your family and stuff. Look at you going forward.
I don't care. I mean,
I saw those women that brought you down were your sisters, right? Those
they
people,
still here?
They left. They were very upset. They did not. They felt bad about bringing you down here. They felt bad about everything going on.
I didn't want to convince me to come down here.
But you did need to come down here because otherwise, you already told me how you were thinking about having an ending to the story, right? And nobody wants that. I can assure you, I don't want that. I can tell you the guy that you were going to potentially try and make somebody do something to, they don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do it, you know? And I think even you sitting here, and I think, you know, at first when I came in here and the laughing and the smiling, I thought, man, this person is just cold-blooded. And then I started thinking, man, I actually think that's
right.
A little bit of like some nerves and,
Right.
you know,
Like cool, calm, and collected.
right. But the stress of this it's real. You know, you could almost feel it with your hands and feel it. That's the stress. There's weight just pushing down on top of you. You know, and it may sound silly or, you know, stupid in general, but saying it out loud, you know, have you ever been caught doing anything else when you finally just admit it, even on a small scale, you don't quite feel as bad.
Have you ever said it again?
So, take for instance a guy or a girl that cheats on their husband or wife, right? Do you know why most people end up telling?
Tell them.
They tell the other person that they cheated on them
Wow.
Because as soon as they tell them, they feel better. They don't tell them to make that other person feel better. Nobody wants to hear they got cheated on, right?
Right.
You don't want to hear that. It
Right.
makes the other person feel better. So it's the same kind of thing when something bad has happened. Sometimes people get relief out of just saying it and being done with it and then moving forward. You know, the idea is we're not, I mean, honestly, dude, we're not investigating a whodunit.
Right.
It's not like we're all sitting around,
Trying to figure
the rest
it
of
out.
the detectives and I are sitting up there like, man, we don't know who did this anymore. Like, we already know who did it. Now I'm just curious why.
Okay, answer this.
Okay.
Why that screen on the ground? Which I threw that down there to make him look more like.
No, I have no idea. That was
There's
just,
no damn screen in that window.
that's just where, I guess that's what I was asking. It was just laying on the ground when we got there. So I was just asking if you knew why that was on the ground.
Right.
You said it wasn't on the ground?
Wow.
Was it in the window?
Nah.
Was there just no screen at all? Because it looks like that screen
Was not
fits in that window. Well, it just looks like it's supposed to go in that window, like it fits in there.
What was the footprint at?
It's right on the railing there.
The railing of the window?
No, it looks like it looks like the countertop. I didn't take a picture. It looks like it's on the countertop. Oh, she took that with her. It just looks like it's part of the like it's a ledge to whatever steps up to that window. That's why they took the print off of it. But like I said, dude, we're talking about, you know, minute details here, and this is it is no longer a case of why or what. It's or who. It's just it is, and I misspoke. It's why. All I want to know is why. That's it. Like, that's why I was so confused. I have a hard time sometimes doing these cases, and then I walk away from the only thing that really gnaws at me is how did it start? Why it went from here to here in that manner.
The people stupid.
What people are
For
stupid.
one, the bitch wouldn't let me go to sleep. And for two, I mean, it was ignorant. It was ignorant of both of us, for real. She think, like, that's why her mama looked at me that night and shook her head no, like, she shouldn't have laughed with me, like, because the way she was talking to me and everything that was going on. But it's ignorant. Like, we went out here to watch. I mean, and her sister, like, it was like, you know, everybody was rooting for me, like, but at the same time, she was poisoned, like, man, that was stupid, like.
So that night you're trying to let it rest, right? Like, you guys have had a bad day together. From what I understand.
That was cool.
No, you and her.
That's what I'm saying. That
okay.
was cool until, I guess she was thinking about somebody else she wanted to be with.
And we're going to find out what exactly happened. And we're going to find out why. Four homicides.
So you actually guys had a good day,
Right.
and then at nighttime you're trying to go to sleep.
When we was at the old lady house.
So he's going to refer a lot to the old lady from here on out. So let me explain to you who the old lady is. His ex-girlfriend, or his girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, has a lady that she's in a relationship with, and they call her the old lady. So when we refer to the old lady, we're talking about his girlfriend's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to wash my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So she called her sister. Her sister called, and I'm like, your sister called like at Tucson. And she was like, oh, she did? And she called her back. She's like, I'm at my grandma. She said, yeah, you better get ready because I'm about to come pick you up. Like, so she came over and picked us up. And she was like, what, you washing? And she was like, nah, I ain't washing. I'm just going over there. So she came and picked us up. She like, that's how dumb this shit was. Like, she was basically trying to get rid of me.
Mm-hmm.
So we leaving, like, as we leaving, going over there, that was that. So we get to the house, like, so we get over there, like, boom. I go throw my stuff in the washer. You know, he gave me my pods to wash with. Mm-hmm. Boom. So I'm chilling, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So apparently, whoever that dude is in that picture must be whoever she was messing with behind my back over the old lady house. He must have texted her, and I guess she wanted to be with him tonight. Like, so I come back upstairs from washing, putting myself in the washer. We go in the room, like, she going off on me, like, oh man, I'm like, what?
Like she's trying to pick a fight now.
Yeah, like, what the fuck going on? Like, we was just cool, like, you know. She going all, and she talking about some, I'ma fuck who I want, and
Like just unprovoked like that? Just
exactly.
Right, so she's trying to piss you off.
Exactly. That's why her mama was looking at me. Like, when I came out the room, she spoke to me, like, how you doing? She spoke to me like, how you doing? And I went down the basement to get my stuff, then I came back up, like, and I'm like, then I got on the phone, I went outside, I was talking to my sister, like, and she, why you flirting? Like, I was like, I ain't flirting with nobody. What the fuck you talking about? It's my sister. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then she said, why you looking at that? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? I said, what the fuck is she on? Like, you were just cool.
Right.
Now all of a sudden, you trying to start a fight and shit. Like, this shit was crazy.
So then the sister takes you guys back on over to
And so we go back, I go upstairs, we back in the room, and she going off, smacking me in the face, and like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like, why is you so loud? Like, cause she's like putting on a show in front of her family.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I get it.
Right, I can treat this nigga like shit, and he's still gonna kiss my ass, basically, like.
Right. Oh, she's showing out, there's no doubt.
Right. So I'm like, what you gonna do when that nigga get tired of you? Don't call me. You know what I mean? Then I grabbed her by her legs and I picked her up. Like, I guess that turned her on because she started smiling. Like, now all of a sudden she want to go with me again. Like,
right.
So, we leave. We go to the car. I'm to get done. We go to the car and shit. We drop my clothes off at my sister's house. Mm-hmm. Then we go to the old lady house. Then the next day, this lady owed me some money. The money got on the card, like boom. So she like, go get me some weed. When they got her some weed, came back, we chilling, you know. Oh yeah, I went to Kroger's and bought some food and stuff for the house. Okay. And she defended the old lady because the old lady had me get some milk and cereal. So I got her some milk and cereal. She talking about, why you get her this? And I'm like, she acting ignorant as fuck. Like, I forgot. Y'all gonna have me on TV.
No, we don't put these on TV.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, first 48.
Dude, that's been gone for a long time, man.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, first 48 was like 10 years. It left 11 years ago.
Cause we be tripping on other people. Like, look how stupid they are. Like,
no, but you know what happens, man? Just like I said, people start talking about things. I can already see your shoulders kind of relax a little bit. You already feel a little bit better just talking about a little bit of it. I'm sitting right here watching you. I mean,
from the beginning, I should have listened to everybody. Because when I first got with her, you know what I mean? She was telling me about everybody was like, oh, he got a little dick, he came for it, he did that.
Saying shit about you?
Nah, she was saying that about the people in the hood.
Right.
So one day I was walking from her house, like, happy-go-lucky, like, and you know, misery loves company. So this guy, he stopped me, like, come here. So I go over there, and then he's like, what she say about, what she was talking about? I thought she was just telling me who got a little dick and this and that, this and that. He was like, what she say about me? Boom. So I said, you fucked her? Yeah, I fucked her. So next time I'm over there, I asked her, like, oh, so you fucked such and such, you ain't tell me about him? Yeah. Then she was like, he told you that? Like, everybody been telling her since we been messing around. Like, yeah. That's how dumb it was. Like, why you keep messing with her? Like, that's what Sibo told me. She a hoe, bro. That's what she do for a living. How you gonna make that your girl? Like, a friend of mine, that's what he said. He said, how you gonna make that your girl? And she's on my dick for a ride downtown. Like,
yeah, but sometimes if you get that girl that, man, she's up and down like a roller coaster, sometimes that's, you know, it's exciting, right? I mean,
right.
Maybe that's your thing. Like she's up here 1 minute and everything's great. She can drop like that and then spike right back up. Sometimes those adrenaline rushes, man. You don't know.
That what her aunt told me. Like, you need to stop taking care of her. Like, that's the problem. You know what I mean? But her mama like that too. Her stepfather take care of her. Like, so So
I saw the dynamic when I was there. I was over there talking to them. I could see it.
yeah, like she don't do nothing for a living. She's sitting around the house. Well, she babysit her grandkid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. I can hear what you're saying.
That's what her aunt was telling me, because her aunt worked for the IRS, and you know, she pay her own bills, she take care of her own business.
Yeah, she's put together.
You know what I mean? So that's what she was telling me one day. I had got my check, and she smacked me in the head and was acting stupid, telling me she want to go to the casino. I said, nah, because I got back in the dope gang because of her, though. Like, I quit my
Trying
job.
to get that money.
Yeah, exactly. I quit my job and everything, like.
So you've done all that stuff for her, and you got her a place essentially to stay
Right.
by making a deal with the old lady.
The devil. So, we come to find out.
Right. She
was-
right, gotcha. But the old lady, right? Like you did that. I'm assuming you did that for her, so you guys could stay there together, right? And then you make a deal to get the food card, and then you go out to get some food and some stuff.
I was at work when she was doing whatever she was doing. Like, 'cause one day I called her, like,
No, I'm talking about the debt.
oh, you talking
when
about
you
the
back
day?
over. You said you had the food card, right?
Nah, that wasn't her food card. That was somebody else's food card. That was a
Oh, somebody owed you money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But you didn't have.
I'm
You
a
didn't,
pimp.
you didn't have to share that with her. I mean, you went
Right,
and
right.
You went out and got her weed, right?
Right.
And then you come back and you guys are smoking weed, but then she's mad.
She
at you.
was smoking. I wish I would have smoked that.
But then she's mad at you for letting this old lady have some cereal.
No, she was mad because of the type of cereal I bought her. She was defending the old lady.
Oh, okay. She didn't like
Come
that.
to find out,
You got the
she
wrong.
was fucking her son. Like, while I'm at work, 'cause I was working. You know what I
okay.
mean?
So did that come up? Did you already know that? How did you find like?
Well, one day I came home from work.
Yeah.
And, they was on the couch. They was kicking it. How these go lucky? But we was waiting on some money that she owed me. Like, that's how originally we got over there.
With the older lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
We was waiting on some money that she owed me. Like,
So one of her sons is trying to slide in when you're at work.
apparently he was.
Now, did you catch him doing that, or you just think he was doing that?
That's what I'm about to get to.
Okay.
I'm about to explain to you. So I come home from work, like, 'cause I was at work, and I called her, like, she didn't answer. I called her like 3-4 times. Like, what the fuck? So I called the old lady, like, why she didn't answer? She told me she's asleep. When I get home from work, she getting out the shower, like, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
that day, I went in the other room. I was getting in the shower, and I came back in, and she had the phone in her face like this. But when I came around the corner, she was like this. Like, I was like, why she jump like that? And it was a dude's face. I seen the face. I walked over there. I'm like, let me see that. But the face, she did something to get rid of the face on Facebook.
Right.
So, as I'm looking, like, I was like, let me see that. So, I couldn't find the face. So, boom. I guess at some point, T told her, like, we can do whatever we want in front of him. He a sucker for me.
She said that to the old lady.
But
Or
not in front of me,
to-
and not in them words,
Oh,
but
okay.
what happened later on indicated that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because now they're in the old lady room. And she like, oh yeah, this is my nephew, he a rapper. And she just showing them ass dudes, like, and I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, damn, they disrespected me in my face. Like,
Oh yeah, that's disrespectful.
you know what I mean? Like, and then what are you trying to sell her on your kids? All the pictures all around the house. We see them. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So,
And then that's where
right.
kind of
So,
jumped off.
nah, hell nah. This wasn't the same day.
Oh, okay.
So we go over there. Boom. We sitting in there chilling. She just get the, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then she stopped and she asked me about this other girl. Like, if you tell me the truth, I'll finish. Like, right. But my dumb ass, like, yeah, she sucked my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she got mad as hell, like, yeah. But that's what she talking about. You don't want nobody touching me, but you want other people touching you? You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's how hoes is, because like I said, that ain't the only hoe I've been with. But
Right.
that's how people is. That's crazy.
It is how people.
You know what I mean? That's how people is, because you don't mind cheating.
Right.
You don't want your bitch cheating.
That's right. That's how it always goes, man. It's always a story.
Right. So, she stopped doing what she was doing. She said, I said, but you gave your word. Like, so she's sitting there, like, so I had some weed in my pocket, like, so I'm falling asleep. I gave it to her, but I took it back, like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Because she started acting stupid, like, I'm falling asleep. She just go in my pocket and get the weed, like, I wake up, like, but I found this out later too. She had been texting dude all night, like, you know what I mean? She called him on the 18th.
Yeah.
When I was over at mama's house and she said she was gonna get me killed and all that and that. She called him on the 18th. And well, she called his mom on the 18th. And well, I actually called because she wasn't answering my phone. I called from her mama's house and was like, since she ain't gonna know the number, see if she answered. Boom, she ain't answered. But the other night when I was going through her phone, this before the incident, I seen that she had called back later on that day, like, you know what I mean?
She called the number back.
Right. On the 19th, dude friended her on Facebook. You know what I mean? Because we had traded phones when I went to work. So I was doing my investigation. Like,
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, I see what y'all was doing. Like, but like I said, she was already showing her her rights and that, all that shit. Like, so I'm like, okay, y'all on some motherfucking bullshit. Like, then it go like this. I was being kind to both of y'all. Right. Y'all both took my kindness for weakness.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I mean? Because for one, don't know, like I told you, they don't even fuck with you when they want their dick sucking fuck. Outside of that, motherfucker don't even call you, nigga. I spend time with you. I mean, I treat you like a woman. Like, that was the problem, though. That's what everybody was telling me when I first got with her. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You know what I mean? You're going to end up hurting yourself in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a pretty big mess right now because of it.
Right. But that, I just didn't listen. So I get what I get.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, and you said, how long you were off and on with her?
2014. I didn't know that. She told me that. But
2014?
2014.
Yeah. I mean, so that goes on for a long time. Was it this old lady's son? That was the straw? That was it? The old lady's son?
The straw that broke the camel's back.
That's it? That's the last? You just couldn't take no more? Because she was messing with this old lady and they were kind of just throwing it right in your face?
Right. Well, yeah, it was like, it was crazy. Like, how the fuck you disrespecting me and she disrespecting me? I ain't been doing nothing but showing both of y'all love. Like, you know what I mean?
And then just blow into an argument from there?
And now, my friends, we are at the murders. And it's not what you think, because just watch.
Nah. I was trying to leave. But that's what she said. Like, why every time you get out of bed, you holding that? Like, I was debating, I just watched shot it.
Yeah, and once you squeeze one, that's how it goes, isn't it?
Witness this.
Dude, that happens all the time, man. People, once you pull that first trigger,
That what happened with the other dude, like.
once it squeezes, it just...
That what happened with the other dude, like. Wrong place, wrong time.
The dude that was just buying.
Right, wrong place, wrong. No witnesses.
Oh yeah, you don't really leave nobody behind. That's like the number one. That's like the number one gangster movie role. Man. You're supposed to leave nobody to tell on you.
Remember, what was that movie called? He said, "I don't leave no witnesses."
What was that called?
Well, it was Morgan. Samuel Jackson. What's his name? Yeah, but
was that the Pulp Fiction movie?
Nah, what was it called?
I can't remember.
They was in New York.
I can hear him.
King of New York. He said, well, we got witnesses. He said, don't leave no witnesses.
You took that to heart, man. I think you took it a little too far.
And what he said when I pulled it out. Because the other dude, he standing there, you know, they jumped me before. Like, I said, fuck it, I don't give everybody I don't like.
I mean, if you're going down, I can see why when you're...
I don't know how I let them talk me into coming down here. Like.
I mean, listen, dude, at the end of it, we already knew. And now you're getting to relieve all that stress of sitting on your shoulders.
Right, I was standing in this abandoned apartment, right?
Yeah.
And I looked to my left, and T was standing there, like
kind of like seeing ghosts.
Right. And I kept hearing stuff all night, like, what the fuck? I should never answer my phone the other day. My sister, everybody kept texting me, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Still a lot, dude. That stress just starts piling up.
right.
Well, let me ask you this. What did you knock that window out and you were just messing with me when I showed you that screen?
You know what? When I went out, I forgot there was a screen in there. That's why I was thinking, like, where'd that screen come from?
Okay, I was going to say, because I'm like, man, I
thought about it like,
screen there. I'm like,
right. That's why I thought about it like, it was a screen there, motherfucker. Like,
you know what the weirdest thing of all of it was? Out of everything I saw over the last couple days?
what?
Why did you make that hideaway bed? Why did you make the couch back up?
Exactly, because I wasn't thinking. Like, cause I ain't even gonna lie. I was thinking about calling the police and telling them what just happened.
We were talking about that the other night, and everybody had all these theories, and I said,
I stayed there like 3
I bet
hours.
he just did it because he normally makes the bed so he just...
I stayed there like 3 hours afterward. Yeah, because I thought somebody was calling the police. Like, I'm like, didn't I hear them shots? Like,
I think people just thought it was a storm.
It wasn't. It was calm.
Oh, it was before that?
No, this was after.
Oh, after
the storm. It was calm as fuck outside.
So once you left, why did you go over to? Because you just like, fuck it. I
went home, took a shower, changed clothes, and I went down Julio's house. And I'm sitting down Julio's house, and I'm thinking like, what's your next move? Cause like I said, when I was up there after
this point, you're probably just waiting.
But after the shit happened up there, I was actually thinking about calling the police. Like, fuck it, like I did what I did. Then I'm like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm gonna kill me. Like,
dude, I told you that's where I was worried about.
So, I was trying to find her keys for real so I could lock the door.
That's how you had to go out the window.
Yeah, so I was like,
You want me to tell you where the keys were?
Where?
They were in the mattress.
Under the mattress?
Under her mattress.
I'm like, what the fuck do you motherfucking keys? I didn't want to leave the door unlocked. Somebody come in and
Right. No, I get it.
see the mayhem.
Right. I get it. What'd you do with the Air Force Ones? You knew what that fit was when you saw it. I could tell by your face that you knew.
Give me two pairs.
What'd you do with them? Did you get rid of them?
No,
Or
of
did
course.
you just left them at the house?
I threw them in the dumpster at Julio around down the way.
I don't know Julio. Was he in this thing? I showed pictures.
He had nothing to do with it.
Well, no. I'm just talking about where the dumpster's at. I don't know where Julio stays when you're saying he lives down.
Well, I don't know the address.
Okay. Did you put the gun in the same dumpster?
Yeah.
All right. Were you downtown? Because I don't want somebody else to get that gun and start doing nonsense with it. All right. We're beyond like all the other stuff, but did you really throw it in a dumpster? Or did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that the building you were trying to describe to me?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of thought when then you said down the way, I was like,
I remember I brought that up because me and my baby mama used to live in that building.
okay. I can't remember. I think we're talking.
So you ran game on me.
I'm telling you, the address is 1303 on the one side, and then it's got a 32 East 13th or something on.
Yeah.
West
My baby
13th on
mama
the
used
other
to stay up there.
You talking about across by the park?
Nah, not damn part. Okay, man, right here. You go this
13th.
way.
Oh,
yeah.
13th. I'm on.
So the stuff's in the dumpster there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about what do you see moving forward here. What do you want to do, man? And I
already told you what
given the certain, I know, man, but that's not really what you want, right? Like you don't really.
What I want. I don't want to. Who want to live life in jail?
I mean, dude, maybe you get a chance to turn some things around. Maybe you find God when you're in there.
Find God. I am God.
Wow, come on. I mean, you ran around for the last day and a half acting like God, wreaking some havoc in the city, man. I mean, that's
why I'm sorry I let them talk me into this. Because I was like, everybody I don't like after in town, I hit the fence.
Yeah.
I'm on Damon. So I called dude to run off with my money, like, trying to see if he was going to answer.
Is this the only stuff that's out there? You didn't do nothing else, did you?
I was trying to do him, but he ain't answered his phone.
Okay, well, I appreciate you being honest. If there's somebody out there that we don't know about that hasn't been found, and you've hurt somebody else, I at least want to give somebody closure that they're hurt. You know what I mean?
Nah, ain't nobody else.
So why'd you hurt the people in town?
The dude jumped me.
Oh, okay, I must have missed it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. The other dude, he was just
Wrong place, wrong time.
wrong place, wrong time.
Oh, okay. See, I missed it. My bad.
Why you leave out?
Because I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable. You was looking at me all like, you don't talk around me, so I let you talk to him.
Yeah. It was just, he was wrong place, wrong time.
Okay.
We didn't leave no witnesses.
Okay. Okay.
That's why he looked at me like, I'm about to leave out. Like, I thought I shot dude in the back of the head. Like, and I hit him like, boom, boom, boom. I'm about to leave out. I looked over my right shoulder. He rolled to the side. Mad blood was coming out of his mouth. And he looked at me like, and I thought about when I got shot. Mad blood. I lost 8 pints of blood.
Yeah.
And I seen all that blood coming out of his mouth. Like, oh, he might survive because I survived. So I walked back over there and shot him in his head again. Boom. Now jump that bitch.
So in the end, our suspect was sentenced to only a little over 3 decades in prison. And that was for killing several people, his ex-girlfriend and her spouse, as well as some witnesses to the crime itself. But they have this thing called mentally insane. And yes, he actually qualified. Now tell me, was this not one of the best interrogations you've ever seen? I'd like to know what you think. And don't forget to check out my wife's channel in the pinned comment. There is some terrific material over there. Oh, and that narrator is pretty damn fine, I must say. But for now, I'm out. But I'll see you soon, right back here on They Caught Me. Till next time.